Hello, and welcome to my review of Half Bad by Sally Green. So, this book is... it's interesting. It didn't live up to the hype that I hoped it would. For me, personally, it was very difficult to get through the first chapter, maybe two chapters. But because they're written in second person, the second person viewpoint does not agree with me. But after those two chapters, the story did pick up and it got more interesting. But one thing I will say is the book is very unique. I haven't ever read anything like it. It's about witches. And I thought the concept and the idea was really good. So, we have the main character, Nathan Byrne. And he is half black, half white witch, and people don't like half codes. They're called. People don't like half codes, and in this world, all the witches on their 17th birthday, they receive 3 gifts from a family member, and then all the half codes. And then their code is designated. So if they receive 3 gifts from a family member, they'll either become... the gifts will determine whether they'll become white witches or black witches. And the black witches are kind of not very nice. They're not evil, they're not bad, but they're not great. And the white witches are nice. Yeah, and so the first part of the book is split up into weird sections. Like, first of all, in the beginning, you have the second person viewpoint where you are Nathan, and you are escaping a cage that you've been in, locked in since you were 14. And then the second part of the book goes back before that time period, and we find out how Nathan ended up in this cage. And I don't want to give too much away because there's a lot of things going on in this book, so I'm not going to say too much about how he ended up in the cage. And then you go to the last section of the book, which is after he escapes the cage, or what happens after that, leading up to his 17th birthday. Yeah, and I will say it is a good book, but it didn't live up to the hype that I thought it would. But I definitely will pick up the sequel. And yeah, I mean, I don't really want to say too much, because there's a lot of things going on in the storyline that intertwine, and there's a lot of magic and a lot of rules and stuff that Sally Green has created within this world. But yeah, I recommend you picking it up if you like books about witches, or even if you haven't read a book about witches, just pick it up because it is good, and I will be getting the sequel when it is released. And yeah, if you want to know more, just comment or email me. I'll leave my email link below. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Sorry this has been a rather short review. It's just, like I said, I don't want to give too much away. You should pick it up. I at the beginning, when I started reading it, I gave it 3 out of 5 up to like halfway. And then since I've read the ending, I'm now giving it a 4 out of 5. So that is my rating for the book. I will put a review up on Goodreads later, and I'll also I will leave the link to my Goodreads review in the comment section. Okay, so that was my review. And I just wanted to say the next book I'm going to be reading is Where the Rock Splits the Sky by Philip Webb, and this has an awesome cover, and it just sounds really good. And the back says, "Where Megan lives is forever dusk. An endless indigo sky above a wounded land that's slowly dying. Ever since the visitors came, the world has stopped turning. No one sleeps, everyone's afraid. But Megan wants to know what's coming. She'll stop at nothing to save those she loves. She'll ride across a forsaken wilderness to where the rock splits the sky to set the world spinning again and discover what she's truly made of." So I thought it sounded really awesome, and it's actually quite short. It's only 266 pages. Yeah, so I'm actually really looking forward to reading this. Yeah, so let me know if you've read this, if you liked it, what you thought about it, and if you think I'll like it. And I'll have a review up of this when I finish it. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, press like, subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Have a lovely evening.